Hello and welcome back to Tuesdays with Tom. I know it's still summertime, but I feel like every year the holidays sneak up on me just a little bit faster. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about things we can do to give bonuses to our employees and dealing with staffing issues around holidays and that sort of thing.
Sure, and it is a good time to start thinking about this. We get really busy when towards the end of the year. The three holidays we get concerned about is Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and it's hard sometimes to get the employees that want to work those holidays. So a couple of different things that facilities do. One is they have the employees. Some of them want to work the holidays and find that out first because they know they're gonna get overtime usually. Another thing is some facilities just have them work their regular schedule. If a holiday falls on the day they normally work, that's what they do. This usually doesn't work very well because we've had employees quit over that because they just felt they weren't treated fairly. The thing that I like, and I've done quite a few facilities, is just put all the holidays in a hat and have the employees pick out of the hat, and they pick a holiday, and whatever they get, that's the holiday they're going to get off. And if they really want to, let them trade with another employee that picked that holiday that they really wanted. That seems to work pretty good. But usually, if you can, we have the employees work two holidays and get one of them off. And again, we're talking about Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Another thing is you may want to try, and I used to do this with smaller facilities, is see if the families will take their loved one home, especially like on Christmas. Take them home for the day, and then you don't need as many staff. So you might try that too. So the bonuses at the end of the year, this is something employees are expecting now. And especially if you've made a profit, they expect you to share it with them. But it's something that can be a great benefit for the employees, can be a great incentive, can increase the morale, but it can also work backwards. And as an example of that, if you give every employee the same amount, the employees that have been there for a while, they get upset. I was working for one large facility, and they gave every employee $200 as a Christmas bonus. And one employee only worked there 3 days, and he got the same amount, $200, as employees that had been there since the building opened, which was 4 years. They'd been there every year for 4 years, and they got the same amount as the guy that just worked there a week, less than a week. So that made them upset, and they were very, very visibly upset, even though they got a bonus. So what I've found works best for that is add up all the hours employees work, take a percentage of how many hours one employee worked out of the total. So maybe one employee worked 100 hours and the total's 1,000 hours, so you give them 10% of the amount you have for a bonus. That seems to work pretty good. And then employees have been there more than a year, they get a little bit extra for each year. Maybe it's another $50 or $100, whatever you can afford. But definitely you want to recognize the employees that stayed with you. They've been on the job longer, so they should get a little bit more. Another thing to think about, we really discourage families from giving the employees tips, but they want to, and it's nice if you have a system that works. And what I've done, set up an employee appreciation fund in the buildings. The family wants to give some of the employees a tip or whatever, we just have them put it in the appreciation fund and let the families know at the end of the year this is for the employees. If they then ask all the families contribute to that for an employee bonus program. And then if you let them know if you can match it, a lot of families will definitely want to give money into a donation like that, and then if you match it, they tend to give more. So and it's nice for the employees to get that at the end of the year. My favorite thing to do is what people just did this year, and it increases every year. We try and do a cruise in January. We've done it before, and we're doing it again this year, taking a cruise down to the Mexican Riviera on January 20th. And we've already had several facilities book a cabin for their best employees as a year-end bonus. And this is something those employees are going to remember the rest of their life. It's going on a cruise. They're going to remember you for giving it to them. They're going to remember the experience they had on the cruise. It's going to be really a meaningful time for them. Now, if you just give them money, it's going to be meaningful at that time, but it's not a lifelong appreciation. So it's just something else to think about, something we have available if you're interested in it.